This is not just infrastructure, it is influence poured in concrete. The Belt and Road Initiative, launched in 2013 by China, is the most ambitious global development program since the Marshall Plan. But who truly benefits? What has been achieved, and what is the cost? Today, the Belt and Road spans more than 140 countries and touches over 75% of the world's population. Its ambition is to stitch together Asia, Africa, and Europe into a new trade super network. More than $1 trillion have already been invested, with the aim of lifting economies, reducing trade barriers, and cementing China's place as a global superpower. Backed by the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and the Silk Road Fund, China now outspends even the World Bank on infrastructure financing in many developing nations. Let's look at the scale on the ground. In Pakistan, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor brings roads, pipelines, and power plants, totaling over $60 billion. Gwadar Port is transformed into a modern logistics hub with potential military value. In Indonesia, the Batang Toru hydropower dam has stirred controversy for threatening endangered orangutan habitats. In East Africa, the Nairobi-Mombasa Railway is operational, but debt issues loom. In Laos, a high-speed train links Vientiane to China, funded entirely by Beijing. These are just a few among over 7,000 projects China has negotiated globally. There have been real gains. BRI-linked countries have seen logistics improve, power shortages ease, and trade costs drop. The World Bank estimates BRI could lift nearly 9 million people out of poverty by 2030, but the failures are significant too. 1 in 3 major projects have faced problems, ranging from delays and corruption to public protests and environmental violations. Sri Lanka's Hambantota port was leased to China for 99 years after debt default. Malaysia canceled billions in Chinese-funded pipelines over transparency concerns. Social and environmental costs are mounting. Entire communities have been displaced to make way for BRI roads and dams. Environmental groups warn of irreversible harm, forests cleared, wetlands destroyed, biodiversity threatened. Coal-fired power plants, still funded in some BRI corridors, contradict China's climate commitments. China has responded with new green guidelines and is now emphasizing small and beautiful sustainable projects. Yet many projects remain opaque, without proper environmental assessments or local consultation. BRI is more than development, it is diplomacy by design. Ports in the Indian Ocean, pipelines through Central Asia, roads through the Balkans, all bring countries closer to Beijing. This has sparked alarm in Washington and Brussels, prompting rival strategies like the US Build Back Better World and the EU's Global Gateway. Some see BRI as a challenge to the Western-led world order, a soft power tool with hard consequences. China now shapes global norms not only through trade, but through the bricks and steel of strategic infrastructure. Under growing pressure, China is shifting focus. Future projects promise clean energy, smart cities, and digital connectivity. The narrative is evolving from scale to sustainability. China's new flagship policies, the Global Development, Security, and Civilization Initiatives, aim to reposition the country as a leader in green, inclusive growth. Still, transparency, accountability, and local agency remain weak points in the initiative's future. The Belt and Road Initiative is the story of the century, a fusion of ambition, strategy, and contested ideals. It is building railways, rewriting relationships, and redrawing maps. But with rising debt, ecological damage, and rising tensions, the road ahead is as uncertain as it is grand. Will China's vision become the world's new reality, or a cautionary tale of overreach on a global scale?